Welcome into Rockets Today, presented by PrizePicks. I'm your host, Jeremy Chuggs, and on today's program, we have an injury update around Kevin Durant, plus my thoughts going into Game 6 tomorrow night between your Houston Rockets and the LA Lakers. A lot to discuss on today's program, but if you didn't join me for Game 5, the watch party was absolutely electric, and I'll say this, no KD, these young guys on this squad fought their you-know-what's off. I'll say it. It's YouTube. They fought their asses off in Game 5. And if you love the fight from this squad, go down and hit that thumbs-up icon like today's video because nobody gave this team a chance. Everybody said Lakers in 5. Everybody said this team is done, out for the count. Not so fast. This team has a chance to do what only 4 other teams in NBA history have done. Come back from an 0-3 deficit. No team has won a series after being down 0-3. The last team to come back and force a Game 7 was actually the 2023 Boston Celtics, in which they lost that Game 7. But can the Rockets do the unthinkable and actually win this series? We'll talk about it on today's program. If you missed Game 5, the young stars were out and they were playing tough up against this Lakers squad. The key players in Game 5 for your Houston Rockets, I got to give the game ball to my guy, Jabari Smith Jr. He walked the walk after talking the talk earlier on in the week. He said, I truly believe we are the better team. I think they went out and proved it. Maybe not throughout the series so far. The Rockets still down 3-2, but Jabari Smith played so tough up against this Lakers squad. 22 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks, 4 for 9 from 3. Tari Eason, another great game, 18 points, 5 rebounds, a block, was 2 from 6 from deep. Amen had 4 steals, 4 assists, 7 rebounds, 15 points. Şengün flirting with the triple-double there, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. And Reed Shepherd, even though, I was definitely doubting him early on in the game, came back and proved me wrong. He had 4 clutch points in the fourth quarter and a steal from LeBron to help ice this game for the Houston Rockets. And this team, they have their back up against the ropes. This team is playing with more urgency, and I think they are really playing much better defense over these past 2 games up against the Lakers. Not any really easy buckets the past 2 games. Jabari has been defending the rim well. The team has been, being able to move around on the defensive side and make sure that, especially with Reed Shepherd on the court, there's no mismatches if there are any. Everybody kind of shifts over. Everybody moves over and doubles the guy. Make sure to, get everything, checked off on the defensive end. And I really like the urgency, tenacity that this Rockets team has been playing with. And I want to know from y'all, confidence level in the Rockets forcing a Game 7. Scale it 1 to 100. 1, you have no confidence at all. 100, you think this Rockets team is going to force a Game 7? Let me know down below in the comments section. For me personally, I'm at around an 80. I think this Rockets team, they are on the up and up. They're playing really well. We'll get into that KD injury report here in just a moment. But with or without KD, I think this Rockets team is playing with a lot more fight. They heard all the criticism. They heard everybody coming for Ime Udoka, his job after being down 0-3. And I think this team is, we'll see if they're able to force a Game 7. But I'll say this, I'm a lot more proud of this Rockets team after the past 2 games than I was at the start of this series. So that's at least a good sign on that part. We'll get into that KD injury update here in just a moment. But couldn't do today's show if it wasn't for our amazing sponsor over at PrizePicks, America's #1 fantasy sports app, for good reason. Playoff basketball is on fire right now. So why not get in on all the action with America's #1 sports picks app and the best place to win cash while watching sports? That's our friends over at PrizePicks. And not only player picks, picking more or less, you can also pick winners, spreads, totals on the team pick section over on PrizePicks, all in one app. And I absolutely love with PrizePicks that you can kind of choose how you want to play. You can do the team picks and just pick the winner, or you can submit a player lineup like I did for Game 6. This is a 4-pick power play, $10 to pay $165. I got Alpi, more than 6 assists. And then I got Amen Thompson, a demon pick, 2.5 steals. I showed you he had 4 steals there in Game 5. Jabari Smith, 2.5 3-pointers made. And then LeBron, I actually have more on him, but it's for free throws made. All these LA fans whining in my comment section. Everybody saying, Houston got the benefit of the doubt with the refs. Yeah, LeBron and Reaves had more free throw attempts than the Rocket squad. So I feel pretty confident with LeBron more than 4.5 free throws made. You can use my lineups or go ahead, make your own. Just do it with our friends over on PrizePicks. New users, listen up. Download the PrizePicks app today with the link in the comments and description and use code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code HMA to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. All right, so we do have an injury update around one Kevin Durant. He's been in street clothes the past couple games. Will he make his first appearance since Game 2 tomorrow night? Not looking like that so far. My guy Brado, hilarious change of his profile picture there. I think we've all seen that Alperen Şengün meme floating across the internet, but he put this out. With Kevin Durant being ruled out for Game 6, he's now missed more games in the playoffs than he did for the entire regular season. Just terrible luck for the 37-year-old NBA player. Hope he gets healthy soon. This was at 2:36. And I will say, there have been reports since this tweet came out that he is being upgraded to doubtful. Now, I don't know if, that is that much of a, makes me feel that much better, out to doubtful. But you're saying there's a chance. There's a slim chance that KD will give it a go in Game 6, but more likely than not, he will be ruled out for Game 6 tomorrow night. And I don't think, there's been this narrative floating across the internet that, this team is played better without Kevin Durant. I don't think that's the case. I don't think this team is better without KD, but I think it has done one thing for this Rocket squad. It has forced some of these younger players to have to step up and answer the call when they are needed. A lot of these guys who, whenever KD is in the lineup, right, the rotation kind of shrinks. It's KD and the starters, and we don't see a lot of these other guys, but Kevin Durant being out has led to Dorian Finney-Smith getting a little bit more minutes. He hit 2 3-pointers in that Game 5 win over the Lakers. Amin Thompson hit a 3 up against the Lakers too, but we've seen more of him. More Tari Eason, more Aaron Holiday, more Josh Okogie. Some of these younger guys stepping up for this Rocket squad because, it's actually, pretty much needed, right? Like, you don't have Kevin Durant to kind of just lean back on, and he's been somewhat of a crutch, I feel like, for these younger players on this Rocket squad, in that they're like, we're not playing good, but at least we have Kevin Durant. We can, give it to him with 4 seconds left on the shot clock, and he can bail us out. That's not the case anymore when Kevin Durant is not out there on the court. So I think it has risen the level of play by some of these younger players, but don't get it twisted. The Rockets are not better off without Kevin Durant, at least not right now, right? I don't think that they are, a better team without Kevin Durant, but we'll see if they're able to win without him in Game 6. Now, if you made it to the end of today's video and you're subscribed, you're an absolute real one. Could you do me a favor down below in the comment section? If you made it to the end of today's video, if you're joining me tomorrow night for our watch party here on the channel, go spam those H's down below so I know who the real ones are. Make sure you hit that sub button. Make sure you turn on your notifications because I will be going live. Game 6, Rockets versus Lakers.